Hello everyone, this is Derby, your Certified Aromatherapist, graduate of New York Institute of Aromatic Studies, and for today we will be having another wonderful guest. If last week we had a professional certified perfumist, today we'll be having someone who's more into that natural arena. So her business is actually about essential oils. She's no other than the owner of Botanicals in Bloom, Jynnice Perez. Hello! How are you?
Good, ito nursing at the moment.
Oo nga. Oo nga, nakakahiya naman. Is it a good time?
Sorry, walang help eh. Isa lang yung help namin. So, nasa toddlers ko, yung yaya.
Oo nga, ano to, real environment.
Yeah. This is the real thing. Kumusta ka?
I'm okay. Ikaw, kumusta? How have you been?
Hello, I'm good. Hi, Jerby.
Alright. Baka nakalimutan mo na, no? Kasi, to everyone who doesn't know, I actually met her years ago. As in, siguro mga 3 to 4 years. Tagal na actually. Perhaps it's one of your bazaars. Alam kong marami kakasing bazaars. But I've met her in a bazaar in Shangri-La. Kasi I remember that time, I was invited by my friend who is also there. Nagbabazar din siya. I forgot ko ano yan niya. It's accessories fashion accessories na sa friend ko. So, syempre, support. And then ako, tapos umikot ako, and then I found you. Tapos, we chatted a little about your oils. I was asking about clary sage, I remember, kasi nga I have PCOS, so clary sage is like really important for me, naturally. So, I normally ask about that when I see it installed in stores. So, Jynnice, I don't want to preempt anything, but please introduce naman yourself to our audience. Please let us know your career path until you have established Botanicals in Bloom.
Okay, sige. So, hello to all your listeners. I'm Jynnice. Thank you, for inviting me to this to your show. do we call it your show? It's been a while, Jerby. Sabi mo nga, we met a long time ago. So, sabi ko, I was trying to refresh my memory. Saan ba tayo nag-meet when you told me about sa Shangri-La? Okay, yeah. And then you mentioned, may PCOS ka. I have PCOS also.
Oh!
I never thought na magkakaroon ako ng kids because of that condition. So anyway, without further ado, I'm Jynnice. I'm a mother of 3 boys now na. My youngest, I just gave birth last October. This COVID. It's so hard to give birth nitong COVID season. And then career path, 14 years I was with pharmaceutical. So I was with sales and marketing. I've handled vaccines, biologicals for kids and adults. I've handled neurosciences, meaning the medication for major depression, ADHD, epilepsy, ano pa ba? Schizophrenia, ayun, na-promote ko rin yan. And then, I handle dermatology also. So, I launched a biological drug for psoriasis. And then, last product I held was for men's health. Men's health naman. I'm sure everyone knows about yung popular drug for men's health, no. And then 14 years with pharmaceutical, and then 2014 I got pregnant with my eldest, and then of course late na kasi ako nag-asawa, nag-enjoy muna ng singlehood. So, I got pregnant at 34, and then it was a sensitive pregnancy because of, our condition, ganyan. So, my husband and I talk about it, and we had to prioritize the health of the baby and my health as well. So, that's the time na I resigned from work. And then sabi ko noon, parang sige, focus muna tayo sa sa pregnancy ko, and then I'll give birth, enjoy ko muna yung baby for a year, and then I'll go back to work. Ganon. So kasi I was a career woman then. In fact, I took a masterals pa in Ateneo. Of course, because I wanted to pursue my career, no? And it all changed kapag naging mother ka na pala, pag nagkaanak ka na. So, yon, hindi na lang yung sarili yung iniisip mo, but also the welfare of, priority is the welfare of your kids and your husband and the whole family. And then, how did Botanicals started? I gave birth to my son, diba? And then, he had a skin condition. So, of course, coming from commercial brands that we were used to using in our daily life, like the toiletries and everything, shampoo. So, yun yung ginamit ko. And then, when I found out nga from the dermatology that he had a condition. So I researched because I'm used to researching naman reading medical journals, ganyan, interpreting medical journals. So yeah. So I researched, and then I used all natural products na ang brand niya is local because I wanted nga to use local products. But then the products, the brands aggravated the condition of my son. So, sabi ko, nako, I have to find another all-natural na yung bagay talaga sa kanya. So, I had to research and ordered from the US pa, ganyan. Tapos, eventually, I researched what are the contents. I was more particular about ingredients before buying anything and using anything on him. And then, sabi ko, available pala siya locally, yung mga products na, yung mga ingredients na included in those all-natural. So, since I had the background and experience with dermatology nga, so, nag-research ako and then said ko, ito lang pala yun. So, that's how it all started talaga. So, from a need, I seek for a solution, and then I'm not used to being idle nga kasi, diba? Kasi for 14 years, syempre you're working corporate. So, yon, initially my friends started asking what have I been using to myself, to my family, ganyan. That I started changing, removing all the chemicals in the house, and using all natural, chemical-free na yung house namin, basically, pati sa, yan. Tapos, yun, from friends, and then they asked for it, and then, sige, why don't we make it as, actually, yung isang friend ko yung nagsuggest, why don't you sell it, ganyan. Noong una kasi parang, I'm enjoying my time as a mother with my child. Tapos nga, kasi I'm going back to work na din, diba? Tapos, nung nahihirapan kami na bumalik ako ng work because of sa help sa house, sa baby ko. So, sabi ko, sige, why don't we try it? So, doon na, trinay ko na to sell commercially then. Yun, that's how it all started.
Oh, and paano naman napunta yung focus sa essential oils? Or do you have other, di ba, it's all essential oils, right?
Actually, it's not all essential oils. Since, it started from a need of my baby. So, it all initially started as baby skincare line. So, we have all the basic products that a baby needs, like baby oil, nappy cream, diaper rash cream, Bomb-Aid is for mosquito bites, mga minor wound bites, and then mosquito repellent, alcohol. It all started talaga with the skincare, baby skincare. And then after, that's why the products are available in specialty partner stores like the Parenting Emporium, Milk and Honey and Baby Mama. So you will see na mga pang baby talaga to, nakafocus.
Oh.
And then I realized, Jerby, na, syempre since I'm a mom, dapat we should not forget to take
The
care of
mothers.
ourselves as a mother. Tama, diba? So minsan kasi pag nagiging nanay ka, ang nangyayari is you forget about yourself. Priority lahat yung mga anak, yung husband, yung house, and then no time for you. And I realized that the saying, how can you give if you don't have it? So we need to take care of ourselves first, fill up ourselves, and then if you feel loved and taken care of, we'll be able to give all the love that our kids needs, diba? So yun. So it gave way naman to the mother skincare line nung una yon. So ito na yung mga products that will support, and encourage confidence, empowerment to mothers. Yon. So nung una it's baby and mother skincare line. And then, going back to your question, paano napasok yung essential oil line dito, diba? So, right from the start, ang key ingredient talaga ng products namin, it's Botanicals and Bloom, right? So, it's plant-based. So, ang key ingredients talaga ng products namin is the essential oil. So, yun talaga right from the start. And then, of course, came the market of the multinational, multi-level marketing of the two big brands from US. So, myself and my group parang discussed na why don't we offer also essential oils? Initially, we were really hesitating because that's the key ingredient nga. But then again, on the business side, the market is already there, right? And it boomed na lang, diba? So, yun. So, sige, nag-spin off siya with the essential oil line. Ganon. Yun, that's the time we offered also the essential oil. So, not necessarily na naka-focus yung Botanicals in Bloom with essential oils. Of course, we still carry the baby skincare line. We still help mothers with the daily challenges that they encounter with their baby. So we want them to feel that they can partner with Botanicals in Bloom in enhancing the conditions of their babies. Ganyan.
Nice. Yeah. So yung first products nyo, yung mga nappy creams, yung mga baby skincare line, do you make these themselves or meron kayong kinukuhaan? Paano ba ito?
Talaga siya, small batches, made in small batches by me.
Wow!
So, yeah, talaga, by me talaga. Kasi nga, I use all the baby products, I use it to my babies. So, before ko i-launch yun, ginamit ko siya not only to any babies, but to my own child. So, of course, I wouldn't want naman to include any ingredients that will harm in any form yung baby mo, 'di ba, yung anak mo. So yon, so tested yan with by using it with my child, and then we also have a house consultant, a chemist and a pediatrician actually. So before we launched, it goes through a rigid testing. Of course, I came from pharmaceutical, no? So I'm very much aware, of the good manufacturing practice that we practice back in corporate. And when we started pa lang, my husband and I, do you really want to pursue this as a business or baka naman hobby lang, di ba? So, of course, I want this to become a business. Kasi nga, I don't want to go back na to corporate at that time because I want to be hands-on with my kids. I want them to grow up seeing me. Hindi yung, not other person like the help. So yun. So at the same time, on the side, yung business ko, yung itong Botanicals. So right from the start, everything was legalized kasi yung husband ko was from legal naman. So, we registered it, business registration, BIR, yan. And then, of course, coming from my side, we had to also registered it in FDA because we were initially available right away in malls kasi. Yon. Tapos, yeah, there.
Ang galing. Ang galing kasi, from the pharma, from the corporate, talagang ikaw yung gumagawa hands-on.
Oo. I never imagined, Jerby, na, gagawin ko yon. Kasi syempre sanay ka with, office works, yon, field work. But, sabi ko nga, everything will change just for the sake of your child, no? You will endure anything para lang mabigay mo yung best para sa kanila. Ganyan. And sabi mo nga, ang galing talaga because yung work ko before, actually, yun din yung work ko ngayon. But I'm just applying it. The best part is I'm applying it to my own brand. So, kung ano yung ginagawa ko na, like marketing plan, finances, planning, forecasting, and everything, ina-apply ko rin siya ngayon sa work, sa business namin. So, yeah, I mean, God is good talaga. He will pave way to where you should be, to the right road where you should be.
Oo nga. So, how long has Botanicals in Bloom na existed?
40, 50,
6, 7?
6 years!
Wow!
6 years!
Ang
Oo,
tagal
matagal
na.
6 years,
Oh.
6 years na.
Yeah, but I think I met yung mga 3 to 4 years ago. So, parang midway. Oh, ang saya.
Yes, kasi midway, tama ka. When I was, I did the Shangri-La Bazaar. I was really actively doing bazaar then for the essential oil. And I have to man the booth kasi nga ang daming question about essential oils. So hindi naman kaya nung diba, nung assistant ko. So I have to endure and man the booth those times. And answer all the questions about essential oils. Oh my God.
Oo nga. See, I remember. It was Shangri-La 3 to 4 years ago, estimate. Tapos, Clary Sage ang pinag-usapan natin nun. Ayun.
Good memory. Kailan ka pa nag-take up ng certification mo?
I graduated 2019. So, I took up 2018. Nung nakausap kita, more or less, nag-aaral pa ako nun.
Talaga?
Oo.
Grabe. Oh my God, nung nakita ko, oh my God, ang tiyaga ni Jerby. Buti pa siya natapos niya. Kasi there was a time, diba, yun? Oh my God, ilang hours ba? 200 hours, diba?
Yes.
Anatomy, diba?
Saan ka nag-take?
So, I had Aromahead, yes.
Oh, Aromahead.
Saan ka nag-take yung certification mo?
I got it from New York Institute of Aromatic Studies.
Nakakatawa naman. Meron pang mga other na persons, nakita ko na encounter ko na nagtitake din sila ng certification. Sabi ko nga, buti na lang na marami na nagtitake,
True,
diba?
true,
Kasi
that's
yun yung
true.
kulang
Meron
sa
akong group of girls na mini-mentor ko who are all taking certifications.
Talaga? Wow, that's good. Dami
I'm actually encouraging a lot of my students kasi syempre, it's expensive, so not everyone can take it. Number 2, dapat may time kasi like you, mommy, diba medyo mahirap. Ako kasi wala naman akong kid pa, so it was so easy for me to take it and finish it on time. Eto nga, kaka-finish ko lang ng perfumery course ko. So,
Talaga?
ayun, parang take lang ng take, aral lang ng aral.
Oo, buti nga may online na mga courses na ganyan, diba?
May aromatherapy course
Hindi na
sa New York Institute of Aromatic Studies. Meron talaga siyang school, physical school in New York.
Okay. So, physical talaga
It's
yon.
actually one of the reasons why I chose it over the other schools because I know like Aromahead, diba?
Wow!
Online lang siya. Yung New York Institute of Aromatic Studies, meron talaga siyang physical school.
Oo, that's good. Kasi you get to experience, and this was before pandemic,
Yeah,
diba?
it was before pandemic, 2018, 2019.
Oo, that's good. Kasi mas maganda talaga yung practical na first hand, diba?
True, I
Kesa
agree.
online. Actually, yung perfumery class ko, sabi ko, nung una kasi merong mga online din, ganyan. But of course, iba yung experience kapag, first hand, classroom. practical class, diba? So, nung time na naghahanap ako ng school, meron, ang is Hong Kong.
What?
Kaso, di ba? Kasi sabi ko, Hong Kong and Singapore and Japan. So, I was choosing Japan. Nung tinanong ko sila, may English version ba kayo? Wala daw sila English version.
Kamusta naman?
Loka. Tapos di hanap ako ng school pa ulit. So, napunta na nga ako kay Aromahead. Tapos, nung time na nag-enroll ako, hindi ko pa alam pregnant ako. So, nag-aaral ako. Madali, easy lang diba?
Yeah,
Kasi
I agree.
toddlers Tapos, oh my God, came January. Oh my God, pregnant ako. Tapos, last year, 2020. Tapos, ito na yung super, 40 na kasi I just turned 40 August So, age is a factor talaga in pregnancy. So, super sensitive. Nung una, easy lang talaga yung pregnancy ko. Wala akong morning sickness. Wala akong ganyan yung mga kinukomplain ng other pregnants. I did not experience anything. So, pagdating na nito, yun sa bunso ko, oh my God, lahat talaga. So, bedridden ako. I have to ask them to I need to stop the course kasi I cannot do it. Hindi ko kaya mag-inhale
Oh my God,
Hindi ko kaya
that's
ng
true.
oil,
Yeah,
diba?
yeah.
Just the smell of somebody cooking a fish, nahihilo na ako. Layo pa na from kitchen. So, nasuka ako. Di lalo pa tong oils. Diyos ko, Mariosep. Sabi ko, oh my God. Sabi ko, you have to stop it. Sabi ko, nag-resume ako. Later part na ako nag-resume. Ganon. Pero hindi ko pa siya tapos. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Tapos ko na.
But it's okay, di ba lifetime naman yun sa Aromahead?
Oo, lifetime naman siya.
Ako rin, ang dami ko ng courses. Since yung foundations ko with New York Institute, I've taken so many other courses na like herbalism,
Wow.
botanical body care. I also had animal aromatherapy. What else? I've also had perfumery, natural perfumery with New York Institute. And then I took up another perfumery course, yung parang mas commercial naman with Karen Gilbert. Tapos actually, bago mag-lockdown, I was actually in Korea. I was in Seoul. I was taking up my jewelry making certification. I actually left half of my winter clothes. Still in Seoul. Hanggang ngayon, I've never really gotten it back kasi nag-lockdown na. I just came back here in Manila to renew my passport kasi mag-expire siya within 6 months. So, matatenga ako. So, I had to renew sa DFA. Tapos, hindi na ako nakalipad pabalik. So there, my clothes are still there. My clothes are still waiting for me to come back for them.
What jewelries are you making?
I've been learning to craft jewelries, yung mga artisan jewelries like silver smithing, ganyan.
Wow, okay.
Yung mga trinkets lang.
Okay. Oh, that's good. I'm so happy. Happy for you. Talagang at least, you make use of your time habang single, diba?
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Go lang ng go, learn lang ng learn.
So since 2014 ba yung sinabi mo, how far has your brand or company grown?
The company started lang talaga as personal, diba? Parang hobby lang talaga siya. But passion, yeah. So when I went parang full blast na talaga, we have to rent out a place. So we are renting a commercial place which is 2-story, and then I was able to we started with one assistant, like now meron ng dalawa, and then we have we got a consultant, yung chemist, yung pedia, and then we have the FDA person. And then we have, during the COVID, we got extra hand pa. Yun. So, I can say that it grew, Botanicals in Bloom grew from where it started, slowly, but I can say that at least it was a steady growth for us. Kasi, we, especially during what happened, last year, no, during the pandemic, there are lots of brands and stores and businesses that folded up. And we really, I personally thank the Lord that, up to now, we're still here. We are here we are assuring our clients and customers we are here to stay for good pa. Yon. So yeah, that's how Botanicals in Bloom evolved from where it started.
Like you've mentioned though, you quickly mentioned about the pandemic. I was wondering, how did it affect you? Firstly, your company and brand muna. Tapos, how did it affect you as a person? Like how you do your daily life?
How did the pandemic affect the Botanicals in Bloom, no, as a brand? Just like with other businesses, it affected it so much. In fact, when we had the lockdown, we have to close business, and then all the commercial stocks that were left in the physical stores that we're into, they still offer it naman. The website, we have to close it because, of course, we have to prioritize the safety of the staffs. Ako rin, I have to prioritize my safety.
Oo nga, kasi you were pregnant. Mm-mm.
Oo, kasi ang hirap no na as much as you would want to work, of course, mahirap, diba, yung situation natin eh. This is a new virus, it's a pandemic, or we don't even know kung sino who got it, ganyan. So we closed since start of the lockdown. And then there were clients, yung mga loyal clients namin, and a few new clients who were personally messaging us in our social media because, of course, during the pandemic, nakakulong ka lang in four corners eh. So mataas yung mental and emotional stress during that time because there's no the environment is very unstable. We haven't have any cure with the virus, and then naka-lockdown ka lang in four corners, no? So every day, yun lang yung iniikutan mo. So mataas yung mental stress nun. So there were a lot of customer clients who were messaging us that if they can buy, the essential oils and then the alcohol line that we have for their personal use, kasi nga naman, of course, they wanted to address the stress that they've been encountering, So for those clients, kasi we discuss it among the group that as much as we don't want to talaga to cater to any orders, but on the other hand naman, yung conscience mo na, you have this building, two-story office that's full of oils and products that can help the everyday lives of the Filipinos during the pandemic. So, yun, that's when we decided lang na for those clients who were messaging lang, we will cater to their orders, especially like, alam mo yon, may mga nagme-message pa doon na yung parang talagang they're direly in need of that particular oil because it's for their depression and everything, blah blah blah. So yun, so we cater to those clients. So we were happy naman as a group that as a company, we were able to help in times of the pandemic to these people to address their condition, to alleviate the symptoms of their condition with the products that we are carrying. And then after na-lift na nung lockdown, that's the time na bumuhos naman talaga yung orders kasi we opened na talaga, 'di ba? Kasi medyo safe na yung environment, and we wanted to offer na rin talaga because we felt yung need na ma-address namin yung gap na need ng mga Filipinos during the pandemic in terms of alcohol, yung mga essential oils, yung mga aromatherapy like yours, yung mga blended oils mo.
Ako, sobrang affected ako kasi shampoo bar yung anchor product ko. Wala nang naliligo ngayon. Nasa bahay na lang lahat.
All the more they need it kasi nasa bahay lang sila, diba? So yun, there, after the lockdown naman, we offered actively naman, and then, we were happy naman that sales increased, okay? And then we were able to get another person to help us as a staff in preparing the items. So we were able to create job opportunities for other people, not as many like the big companies, but one step at a time. At least we were able to get few people to help us. At least kasi nung pandemic, there are lots of unemployment rate increased, diba?
Yeah.
So yun.
Swerte. Kasi ako, truth be told, and I've mentioned this before, na I was really affected kasi I'm also operating sa retail, puro mall din. So, perhaps 6 to 8 months nagsara yung malls. I was, di ba? So, boom, wala lahat yon. And the thing with my products is it's very experiential. It's not like, you find it on Shopee and you find it pretty, bibilhin mo. Hindi eh. Mine, as I've mentioned, is shampoo bar. So, people tend to get it, sniff it, then buy it versus clicking and getting. Yung parang ganon. And basta, it was a really, challenge for me, the pandemic. And even now, ramdam ko pa kasi my market is more on the OFWs and more of the foreigners. So, walang travel, walang OFW, wala lahat yung market ko dito. So, parang, it was such a bummer for me. But, luckily for you, at least, di ba, na meron pa rin. And, ang galing kasi, you're able to withstand. I mean, the pandemic has been a challenge for most people. Good thing, a lot of the people that I've been talking to here on the show, they tell me na at least sila nabuhay. Some of them diverted, parang naging iba yung product line, kaya naging okay. Kayo ba, for Botanicals in Bloom, do you see yourself branching out to other lines in the nearest time kasi para to augment what has happened during the past year?
Currently, since we have 3 lines na, baby skincare, and then the mama skincare line, and then the essential oils, with what happened, we want to focus first on what we have right now, and then augment pa what are the missing gaps that we can offer to increase, like what you said, the experience of our customers, because we feel that especially with the essential oils, we wanted kasi talaga to, initially why we offered it, we wanted to offer 100% pure, authentic, credible essential oils to Filipinos, which is affordable and not breaking their pockets. Because for sure the health benefits that essential oils can offer. I mean, don't get me wrong, I came from pharmaceuticals, so I still believe in Western medication, but at least as first line treatment, kung hindi pa talaga siya worse, diba? Kung maaagapan, why not? But of course, if the symptoms are aggravated already, you really have to consult your doctor. So we feel that, we can still tap more Filipinos to at least get a chance to experience our products, our essential oils, and benefit from these products, especially during this pandemic, wherein we need to be more more cautious of what we eat. We need to exercise. We need to be more healthy, diba, Jerby? So, para at least maiwasan natin yung mga medication and hospitalization later on.
Correct. So I want to focus on the essential oils kasi ako as a certified aromatherapist, it really interests me. Where do you source these oils? I'm sure these are sourced all over the world, pero ang galing kasi you're able to create your own brand and actually market it in the Philippines kasi ngayon ang daming essential oil brands. So what sets Botanicals in Bloom apart from the rest of the things that we see in stores?
Thank you for for that question. Actually, alam mo, I'm so happy to see someone like you is a certified aromatherapist here in the Philippines. Kasi nung una, talagang yan yung lacking sa atin, diba? So, like you, I invested in myself. So, yan din yung gusto ko talaga. So, actually, since last year, even before the pandemic, I got into a certification program also. So yun, I'm still doing it right now. So para more Filipinos, we can help in educating them on essential oils. To your question, how about the sourcing? Noong una super hirap kasi like the others, kami rin we had a bad experience with a certain supplier. In fact, it was 30. We bought 30,000 worth of essential oils, no? Kasi nung una, we were asking for samples, and the samples were okay. When we bought the commercial stocks worth 30,000, oh my God, talaga? As in, it was bad quality. So down the drain yung 30,000. So yun yung talagang moment that made me think na, we really need to source a credible essential oil talaga. Ganyan. Essential oil supplier. We cannot just rely to somebody else. Ganyan. And then kasi nga ginagamit namin sa products namin, diba? So that's the time that I tried sourcing everywhere, no? Italy, France, anywhere. India, US. So kailangan lang talaga you need to exercise your nose on how to smell and identify the authentic essential oils, and at the same time, of course, you need to research and know the credibility of the suppliers as well. Like if you ask for documents, certificate of COA, and then technical data sheet, MSDS. That's what we've been asking ever since. So this particular, we got the supplier from France, and then we had from Italy before, and then they provided us. So all the oils, they provided all the documents that we have. That we need. So they provided the technical data sheet of each oil, or each essential oil's technical data sheet. So you will see there the approved grade of each oils. No, if it's food grade, cosmetic grade, and what's this? Perfume grade. Okay. So and then they also sent us MSDS. Of course, they also have may mga gas chromatography, ganyan. Yung mga what's this, testing that they have in their own laboratory. Ang maganda pa dito sa supplier na to, the supplier has been distilling essential oils more than 100 years. So it all started as a family business. So up until now, family business, family-owned pa rin siya. Lumaki na siya, but they have investors, no? And then, maganda sa regulatory nila is each oil, they keep a sample of mother sample of each essential oils, and then they keep it for 2 years. So any oils, any complaints from their from any companies they supplied to or any consumers, they can refer back to the mother oil na kasi, you can claim always na this is adulterated and everything, ganyan. So they can always go back to the mother oil, wherein the constituents of that mother oil are still intact. Tapos, so yun na nga, we were able to, luckily, no, pagkatapos namin, grabe, ang mahal nung, ang dami namin naluging pera sa essential oils. Pero we never stop nga kasi, yun na nga kasi ginagamit din namin siya personally. So, we really never stop sourcing the pure, the best raw materials, not just for essential oils, no, but for the other raw materials as well. Just to make sure na we use pure oil, pure raw materials. And then the supplier, we got them from France. And then before the pandemic nga, 2018, we were lucky to be able to go there.
Oo nga. I wanna mention that kasi I know that you've been taking courses, like you took courses from Tisserand. I know that.
Yes,
I know that you also went to France. Nakita ko pa yung kumukuha ka ng lavender and you were kind of in a lab. I've been following you since then, since the time we've met. Ano lang ako, hindi mo lang nararamdaman. But I've been seeing you na parang nasa lab ka, tapos umaamoy ka ng oils and then you were in a lavender field. I also see that. So, like, I know that you've been really putting your heart, your effort, and everything to your business. That's why I'm very curious on how you have grown, how you have started muna, tapos how you have grown into how it is today. And of course, I wanted to inspire our listeners kasi, of course, right now, especially during the pandemic, sobrang nag-boom ulit yung essential oils. And I know a lot of women are very into it. They want to have that know-how na, how can we trust this brand? Kunyari, Botanicals in Bloom. How can we trust Botanicals in Bloom? So I want you, Sandra, to talk more about your company and the things that you do about it to ensure the quality and to ensure then our listeners that Botanicals in Bloom is a brand that we can trust.
Thank you. Yun na nga, particularly with essential oils, no, we make sure that each oils have their own documents. They have their certificate, COA, technical data sheet, MSDS. We are FDA registered. This supplier, among all the other suppliers, their prices are higher. But what made us choose choose this particular supplier is because their oils are pure talaga compared with the others. And then you saw yung time na nasa Grasse ako, diba? So I took a perfumery seminar. So it's a one-on-one with a nose. So during that time, yung nose, so I asked about, kasi she's also doing perfumes for clients and for companies, diba? So I asked her for this particular supplier because when you go to Grasse, oh my God, heaven talaga. Ang daming factory. Jerby, nako, I'm sure kung nandun ka lang, parang candy, heaven for us. So, pag nandun ka, ang daming factories ng essential oils, factories who manufacture essential oils. But, not oils are created equal.
Correct.
No? So, even though na maraming factories dyan, magkakaiba pa rin sila of how they manufacture, they harvest, sino yung mga suppliers nila, and of course, yung mga processes nila. Yung nose na who gave me the one-on-one perfumery seminar, I was asking her about her opinion with the supplier and the oils. So, kasi she's making also that perfumery seminar is for all natural perfumery. So sabi niya, you don't need to change your supplier of essential oils because this particular company, this particular supplier has been supplying their oils also and she gets personally from them. So sabi ko, oh wow, I mean that's a very good assurance, diba? Coming from a nose na who works from there, ganyan. So sabi ko, oh wow, we're very lucky to to meet this particular supplier and to work with them. Ganon. Yun. Tapos, and very transparent naman itong itong supplier na to with all the oils, ganyan. Even the account executive told me na, I'm sure you have talked to the other essential oil suppliers, but our prices are more higher, but we can assure you that mas premium nga naman talaga yung kanilang quality. Ganun. So, when we got to visit their office, so, more than 100 years na kasi sila, diba, distilling essential oils and absolutes. So, they're a big company already who supplies essential oils to other companies as well around the world.
Cool. But question, Jynnice, do you also provide GCMS? For example, yung customers, or like myself, as a certified aromatherapist, for example, I'm curious, do you also provide yung GCMS documentation? Because it's what most certified aromatherapists would kind of want to look at.
Oo. Yeah, I asked already from the supplier kasi nga sabi ko, of course, a lot of people, there's rampant of adulterated essential oils right now in the market. And we wanted, as a buyer, I wanted to be assured of the oils that I'm buying from this particular supplier. So we can do, we just need to request for the GCMS of the particular oil, and then we will request it from the supplier talaga. Kasi they're the one who's conducting the GC testing. They have their GC testing. In fact, thank you for bringing that up. I explored that area. If there's any office here in Manila, in the Philippines, who conducts the GC testing, no? Yun. So, para as a company ourselves, nag-conduct din kami talaga ng test for these essential oils.
So, meron ba raw? I think wala.
Oo nga yun, sinabi mo na yung answer. Sadly, walang nagpo-provide. I mean, hopefully, currently wala. Hopefully, in the future, meron sana, na I don't know, baka ikaw in the future you want to.
No, but ganito kasi, last I heard, meron daw sa Ateneo or UP, somewhere there. And then the machine was, I guess, too old na sira. So, wala na. Kasi I'm also a YouTuber, so I get sent by a lot of these oils also. And I get to review and talk to the owner. So, some of them tell me, because I always ask about the GCMS, ganyan. So, last I heard meron, siguro this was 2 to 3 years ago, meron daw in Ateneo UP, meron daw doon nagtetest. But I think it was only GC, not the MS. Tapos, the machine was so old, so it bogged down. So, this other company na parang nakakausap ko, they send their oils abroad naman to have it tested because wala na nga dito.
Oo, yun na nga. So, medyo costly talaga, di ba? Because you have to send the oils abroad and then you have to pay in dollars or in whatever currency, and then you have to ship it back here just to get the GC.
Correct. So, yun. All right.
Future journey you want to,
I think yan, pang-chemist yan, iba na yan. Or medtech or whatever.
Center, diba?
That's beyond my scope of interest. I'm just happy sniffing the oils and enjoying them, actually. Alright. Okay. So, before we end the convo or the conversation, Jynnice, is there anything that you would share with our audience to inspire them? Especially now, the time is very difficult. I mean, a lot of people need inspiration. A lot of them needs kahit na words of comfort lang. Anything that you can share with them before we end this conversation?
Very timely, no? Good. I'm very thankful for people like you who hold this kind of talks to inspire, how to inspire our listeners, our co-Filipino, our fellow Filipinos, especially what we've been through the pandemic. So, kahit simple words of encouragement lang, listening, sobrang malaki na yung effect niyan sa kanila, diba? So, the theme of your talk right now is about passion, diba? Tama ba? Yan. So just like me, no, it all started, Botanicals in Bloom started with the passion, wherein I need to seek a solution from a problem with my eldest son. So having that passion, I hold on to it, and you have to look for you need to have a burning desire. Yan nga yung sabi ko. Iniisip ko, even in corporate, you need to have the burning desire to really pursue your passion. You have to tap to your real passion. You ask yourself, what is your passion, your interest, especially now that we have more time, diba? Work from home, we learn that to slow down a bit from everything, from work. So we need to give time and talk to ourselves and i-figure out natin kung ano ba talaga yung passion natin. And from there, you parang capitalize that emotion, that energy for you to pursue it. It's not going to be, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, it's not going to be an easy ride, no? So, putting up a business, you know, there are lots of competitors out there. There's a lot of challenges, macro environment and micro environment. But kapag solid kasi yung desire mo to succeed and to follow your interest, your passion, nobody can hinder you. So you just need to surround yourself with the proper support system, family, friends, and then you know, you can ask for advices of mga professionals like you when it comes to oils and blendings, yung mga marketing professionals natin when you want to put up a business. Right now, it's not important that you have to put up a big business, no? Ang daming nag-start, diba, Jerbs, na from passion, skills, cooking, ang daming baking. Hindi ako marunong yan. Ako lang ang taga-bili. Pero ang daming nagkaroon, you know, who were able to put up an online business. So, times are, we are still in an unstable environment, no? So, it's very good that if you have a 5 to 6 work, but also good if you have, you know, if you can find and use that passion and interest of yours to have an extra income. So later on, whatever happens, at least you have something to extra money for you to use if whatever happens later on.
Do you have any other announcements that you would want to share so we can invite our audience? Meron ka bang anything that you would want to invite them?
Yeah, ano lang, no, I just want to promote my store partners. So, Botanicals in Bloom products are available online via our website. You can also avail of our products through our partner stores like the Parenting Emporium in Quezon City, Baby Mama, and then Milk and Honey. We're also available in Sisu, in all in Ayala branches, and in Apotheca Integrity Pharmacy. So, hindi naman kailangan umorder sa website, but if you're near in these areas, in these stores, you can directly get our items from there.
All right. So thank you for that, Jynnice. Thank you so much for giving us your time today.
Thank you also for inviting me. Thank you. Thank you for your time also. Jerby, and stay safe.
Ikaw rin. Stay safe. Bye.
All right. Thank you.
So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode here on my podcast. To receive updates or new episode alerts, don't forget to follow us here on Spotify. Or to get more updates from me, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at HappyOilerPH. And I'll see you on my next Live Well with Aromatherapist, Jerby Go.